baking soda so it's not sticky. If you don't add baking soda, it'll be extremely sticky, and activator makes it less sticky, so you'll end up with an overactivated slime if you don't add baking soda. Now you want to add dye. Make sure to do at least 2 drops, mix, and add more if you want it darker. This green is very strong, so I don't want to add a lot. It's a very nice shade of green. And by the way, I'm making fluffy slime. So you'll need some glue, baking soda and shaving cream, and mix it all up in a bowl. Then add your food dye, and then you want to add some activator.
What is that, Brooke?
Eye contact solution. Then, as soon as it starts coming together, it will start turning into a slime, but it'll be too sticky to turn to a slime. Make sure not to overdo it and add too much glue, shaving cream, or don't add too much of baking soda. If you add too much shaving cream, then you can always add more glue. If it's not ready yet and it's not fully coming off the walls, make sure to add some more baking soda. Don't do a lot though, because then it will be a Play-Doh consistency. There's other slimes right here. The yellow is the best right now, and the blue is kind of overactivated because we didn't know we needed baking soda. Keep adding baking soda, but if needed, glue. You can tell as soon as it starts coming off the walls and starts to clean the bowl itself, then you'll know when it's ready. Make sure it's not really sticky. So you see the consistency right now, kind of sticky, kind of clumpy, like a rotten yogurt. So you want to add baking soda and glue, if that happens. Baking soda and some glue. Right now it just looks like shaving cream, activator, and baking soda, plus food coloring. So you might want to add a little more glue if needed. That's enough. Don't overdo it with the glue. That'll just make it sticky. Keep adding baking soda and activator. So right now you see that consistency. It's because there's not enough activator. Make sure to add not so much that it can kill your slime. You can add shaving cream if more wanted, and if you want it to be fluffier and softer. Plus the color I want you to be light. Color. It will give you a nice consistency. You can kind of see how it's coming together, but not really. I don't make a big mess because it's pretty simple to make slime. Make sure to add baking soda and activator. That'll help a lot. You can see how it's starting to peel off the walls. It's not too sticky. but just to be precautious, add more baking soda until it starts to come off walls. That's enough. And add as much as you needed. You can see that the yellow slime was a really big disaster. But it's gonna be okay. We're making slime. It's alright. When you're a kid, you make a mistake, you're gonna get away with it. You're small. Keep adding activator. This is, yeah. That's how I made the yellow slime.
Really? You kept doing this over and over?
No.
Alright, okay.
You can see it's starting to come together. Yep. It's starting to come together perfectly. But you can see some parts are still pretty sticky. Slimes are not that sticky. Some are very much likely to be. Slimes are very, sticky-ish. By the way, if you look at my mom's nails, they are very messed up. The nail lady kind of made a mistake. They were meant to be like, who was it that had these nails? Like Kylie Jenner or someone that was famous. But the nail lady messed up her nails pretty bad. That blue is supposed to be light, and so is the pink. She has like 4 different colors on her nails. It's so bad. The blue's supposed to be whiter. Make sure not to overactivate, which is why baking soda works. Kind of. I think it is. So then you can see it's starting to work. Alright, when it's ready, you feel like it's ready, start kneading with hands.
Good job. Good job.
You can tell it's working. Very much likely. It's working a lot. Make sure not to overactivate.
What's overactivate mean?
Overactivate means it starts to be clumpy if you add too much activator, which is eye contact solution.
So
And
what do you do to avoid that?
to avoid it, you don't want to add too much. And here's how. I'll tell you at the end of the video on how to not to overactivate and how to overactivate. If you want a stiff slime, then make sure to overactivate, which means using a lot of the eye contact solution. Start to see coming together right now. You can see it's starting to come together. All right, now I tell you how overactivating works. If you overactivate, so kind of an example with this slime. It's wet and soggy and it just rips. It doesn't stretch.
Mm-hmm.
So here's how to avoid that. How to avoid it, I'm gonna I wanted a cyan with this, so it's pretty. I wanted a greenish mint. But I also can make it rainbow slime. But see how it's all clumpy and feels like an octopus? Here's how to avoid it. So on this slime, we were mixing it, and we didn't know that baking soda, we didn't know that baking soda made it less sticky, so we overactivated it because we saw activator was looking a little bit with stickiness, but we didn't know that it worked. After the baking soda, it was still overactivated and a big mess. And it might not even go back together if it's overactivated. So my mom and my sister had to help me. This was a disaster. I remember me and my dad trying to make some, and it was stiff, it was octopusy, I added too much water, it wasn't a good slime. But as you can see, this green slime is the best. I added glitter in the blue slime because I thought it was the best. But slimes are amazing.
So this one is the right one, and this one is the right one, right?
Yeah, that one's
And
the wrong one.
this one's the wrong one. And the difference between this and the other two is what?
So let me see. Here's a comparison. Here we go. You can see how it's all slippery and falling apart. Now you see as this one is nice and stretchy. All right, you understand? Now that is how you make some slime.